Are you tired of waiting for your manifestations to come true? Well, I have great news for you. There's a new tool that can help you manifest 100 times faster. It's called the 20-word script, and it's already changing lives. This script alters your DNA, allowing you to tap into the power of the universe and manifest your desires with ease. Check out the link in the description below to learn more and get your hands on this life-changing tool today. Now let's get to our session.
Welcome to the I Am Wishes Fulfilled meditation. My name is Dr. Wayne Dyer, and I'm very happy to offer you the opportunity to meditate to the same divine sounds that I use every single day of my life. I discovered these sensational sounds while doing research for my most recent book, which is called Wishes Fulfilled, which places a real strong emphasis on the significance of the words, I am that I am. These are the words written in the spiritual literature of the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Old Testament, in which God tells Moses, "This is my name forever, the name by which I shall be known for all future generations. I am that I am." The very first time I meditated to these sounds, I was hooked, as were each of my children, after encouraging them to do so as well. And it's no wonder, really. I discovered while reading James Twyman's book, The Moses Code, that the sounds you will be hearing in track 2 and track 3 of this CD were the result of some intense research to reproduce the exact sounds associated with the name of God found in the Old Testament, translated from the original Hebrew as, I am that I am. It turns out that specific numbers can be assigned to letters, and the tuning fork sounds you will be meditating to are the exact sounds ascribed with the letters that comprise the divine name of God, that is, I am that I am. This has been called the most powerful meditation tool in the history of the world. This is how I use it every day. I encourage you to become open to the idea that these sounds, when accompanied by your own I am mantra, can and will provide you with the ability to live a wishes-fulfilled life. The 2 words I am are the name of God. Thus, when you use these words, I encourage you to keep in mind that this is your own divine name as well. As the scriptures remind us, let the weak man say, I am strong. Thus, I urge you to be mindful of what you say to yourself when you use the name of God. I am should always have that which is aligned with God in the same sentence. Here's how I use these powerful frequencies in my daily meditation practice. Think of the 5 words, I am that I am. In your mind, place a comma after the word that. Let that represent for you what you would like to manifest or become as a person. And I can't stress this enough. Write down on paper precisely what that represents for you. Whatever constitutes your wish, write it down, and in your mind, call it that. For example, that could mean your perfect health, or abundance, or a specific job, or a happy, loving partnership, or anything at all. Write it down and be specific. And as you close your eyes in meditation, let your inner mantra be, I am that. For example, I am perfect health. I am abundance. I am in possession of the job I seek. Here you are getting used to the idea of using your imagination as your guide and living in your inner mental world as if what you desire is already your reality, is already a present fact. Your future dream in your imagination is a present fact. The words I am are the name of God, which is synonymous with your highest self. You are not saying I will be or I hope to be. You are speaking as God speaks, calling that which does not exist as though it already did. Say it over and over as your inner mantra, I am that, and make that represent whatever it is that you would like to attract into your life, and that represents your highest wishes that are now in alignment with your source of being. Then if you notice your breath as you repeat this mantra while in the company of these sacred sounds, on an in-breath, after saying, I am that, feel the energy of this coming back to you from God by saying, I am that I am. And on the in-breath, I am represents it coming back to you into your consciousness from God. When you feel yourself on an out-breath saying, I am that, Then say, I am sending this message out to your source of being. That is, you're sending it back to God. If you're saying, I am that, whatever it is you want to attract into your life, and if you're breathing out, you're sending it out to God, to the one divine mind. I am that, breathe out and say I am, and feel it going from within you to God. In breath, I am coming from God. Out breath, going out to God. I wouldn't struggle with this or try to keep track simply of your breath. I would simply allow these divine sounds to permeate your entire being, either with headphones or, as I prefer and how I do it, in an empty room with 3 white candles that I light and place before me. Track 2 is a 20-minute deeper I Am Wishes Fulfilled meditation. It is followed directly by track 3, a 20-minute sound meditation using the same holy frequencies accompanied by gentle music for a more active wishes fulfilled meditation. There are several ways to do this. You can do a 20-minute morning meditation using the second track, and then in the evening do a more active meditation. Or you can do all of them at once. I prefer to do them for 40 minutes if I have the time, and I frequently do this. But often I will just do the 20-minute one, and then later on I'll do the second 21. So when I do all 40 minutes in one sitting, and when it is complete, truly I feel as if I've made blissful conscious contact with God, and my brain feels as if it's gone into a theta state and experienced a shift to a much higher God-realized vibration. I love these sounds. I truly feel totally at peace, almost as if I'm wrapped in the arms of God when I do them. My brain feels different. I feel as if I've made conscious contact with God. It's one of the more beautiful sounds that I've ever encountered in my life. And I'm grateful to James Twyman for having put these beautiful sounds and discovered them in his research for the Moses Code. I encourage you also to read Wishes Fulfilled for an in-depth explanation of how to use your I Am awareness for a clearer understanding of how all of this can be put to use into your daily manifesting practice. Treasure your moments in meditation while absorbing the sounds that correspond to the divine name of God. I am that I am. May all your wishes be fulfilled.
Thank you for joining our session today. If you're ready to take your manifestation game to the next level, head over to the link in the description and get your own copy of the script today to unlock the power of the universe and manifest your dreams with ease.
Everything in this universe is a movement of energy. Higher, faster energy dissolves and converts lower and slower energy. With this in mind, I'd like you to consider yourself and all of your thoughts in the context of being an energy system. That's right. You are an energy system, not just a system of bones and fluids and cells, but actually a multitude of energy systems encapsulating an inner energy system of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. This energy system that you are can be measured and calibrated. Every thought you have can be energetically calibrated along with its impact on your body and your environment. The higher your energy, the more capable you are of nullifying and converting lower energies, which weaken you, and impacting in a positive way everyone in your immediate and even distant surroundings. The objective in this section is to become aware of your own energy level and the actual frequencies of thought that you regularly employ in daily life. You can become proficient at raising your energy level and permanently obliterate energetic expressions that weaken or inhibit your connection to intention. Ultimately, your goal is to have a perfect match with the highest frequency of all.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's a new tool that can help you manifest 100 times faster. Are you tired of waiting for your manifestations to come true? Well, I have great news for you. It's called the 20-word script, and it's already changing lives. This script alters your DNA, allowing you to tap into the power of the universe and manifest your desires with ease. Check out the link in the description below to learn more and get your hands on this life-changing tool today. Now let's get to our session and learn from the teachings of Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Here's a simple explanation of the 5 levels of energy that you work with, moving from the lowest and slowest frequencies to the highest and the fastest. The slowest energy, number 1, the material world. Solid form is energy slowed down so that it's approximately commensurate with your sense perception of the world of boundaries. Everything that you see and touch is energy slowed down so that it appears to be a coalesced mass. Your eyes and your fingers agree, and here you have the physical world. The second level of energy is called the sound world, a little faster energy. You seldom perceive sound waves with your eyes, but they can actually be felt. These invisible waves are also high, low, and fast and slow. This sound level of energy is where you connect to the highest frequencies of spirit through the practice of japa meditation, as I've written about extensively in Getting in the Gap, which includes a CD to teach you this meditation. The third level of energy is called the light world. Light moves faster than the material world and faster than sound, yet there are no actual particles to form a substance called light. What you see as red is what your eye perceives a certain pulsating frequency to be, and what you perceive as violet is an even faster and higher frequency. When light is brought to darkness, darkness becomes light. The implications for this are startling. Low energy, when faced with high energy experiences, an automatic conversion. A fourth level of energy is called the world of thought. Your thoughts, your actual thoughts, are an extremely high frequency of pulsation that move beyond the speed of sound and even light. The frequency of thoughts can be measured, and the impact that they have on your body and your environment can be actually calculated. Once again, the same rules apply. Higher frequencies nullify lower. Faster energies convert slower. A colleague I admire enormously, David Hawkins, a medical doctor, has written a work which I've referenced over and over again called Power versus Force. In this remarkable book, Dr. Hawkins elaborates on the lower frequencies of thought and their accompanying emotions, and how they can be impacted and converted by exposure to higher and faster frequencies. I really urge you to read this book, and I'll present some of those findings in later sections on this program on how to raise your energy levels. Every thought you have can be calculated to determine if it's strengthening or weakening your ability to reconnect to the highest and fastest energy in the universe, the energy of intention. And finally, the highest and fastest energy in the universe. It's called the energy of spirit. This is the ultimate in energy. These frequencies are so supersonically rapid that the presence of disorder, disharmony, and even disease is impossible. These measurable energies consist of the 7 phases of intention talked about earlier in this program. They are the energies of creation. When you reproduce them in yourself, you reproduce the same creative quality of life that called you into existence. They are the qualities of creativeness, of kindness, of love, of beauty, of expansion, of peaceful abundance, and receptivity to all. These are the highest energies of the universal spirit itself. You came into existence from this energy, and you can match up with it energetically as you remove all of the low energy pulsations from your thoughts and feelings. Raising your energy level. There's a vibratory action to your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. I'm asking you to increase those frequencies so they're high enough to allow you to connect to the power of intention. This may sound like an oversimplification, but I hope you'll try raising your energy level as a way to remove the obstacles that prevent you from experiencing the perfection that you're a part of. You cannot remedy anything by condemning it. Again, you cannot remedy anything by condemning it. Underline that in your consciousness. You only add to the destructive energy that's already permeating the atmosphere of your life. When you react to the lower energies you encounter with your own low energies, you're actually setting up a situation that attracts more of the lower energy. For example, if someone behaves in a hateful manner toward you, and you respond by hating them for hating you, you've participated in a lower energy field and impacting all who enter that field. If you're angry at those around you for being angry people, you're attempting to remedy the situation through condemnation. If you're experiencing scarcity or anguish or depression or an absence of love or any inability to attract what you desire, seriously look at how you've been attracting those circumstances into your life. Low energy is an attractor pattern. It shows up because you've sent for it, even if on a subconscious level. It's still yours and you own it. However, if you practice deliberately raising your energy level by being cognizant of your immediate environment, you'll move more rapidly toward intention and remove all of those self-imposed roadblocks. The obstacles are in the low energy spectrum. What follows is a mini program for raising your energy vibrations. Here's a short list of suggestions for moving your energy field to a higher and a faster vibration. This will help you to accomplish the twofold objective of removing the barriers and simultaneously allowing the power of intention to work with and through you. Become conscious of your thoughts. Every thought you have impacts you. By shifting in the middle of a weakening thought to one that strengthens, You raise your energy vibration and strengthen yourself and the immediate energy field. Make meditation a regular practice in your life. Even if it's only for a few moments each day while sitting at a stoplight, this practice is vital. Take some time to be silent and repeat the sound of God as an inner mantra. Meditation allows you to make conscious contact with your source and regain the power of intention by assisting you in cultivating a receptivity that matches up with the force of creation. Also, become conscious of the food you eat. There are foods that calibrate low, and there are high-energy foods as well. Foods with toxic chemicals sprayed on them will make you weak, even if you have no idea that the toxins are present. Artificial foods such as sweeteners are low-energy products. In general, foods high in alkalinity such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, soy, non-yeast breads, and virgin olive oil calibrate at the high end and will strengthen you on muscle testing, while highly acidic foods such as flour-based cereals, meats, dairy, and sugars calibrate at the lower energies, which will weaken you. Also, retreat from low-energy substances. Alcohol and virtually all artificial drugs, legal and otherwise, lower your body's energy level as well as weaken you. Furthermore, they put you in a position to continue to attract more disempowering energy into your life. Become conscious of the energy level of the music you listen to. Harsh, pounding musical vibrations with repetitive, loud sounds lower your energy level and weaken you and your ability to make conscious contact with intention. Similarly, the lyrics of hate, pain, anguish, fear, and violence are low energies sending weakening messages to your subconscious and infiltrating your life with similar attractor energies. If you want to attract peace and love, then listen to the higher musical vibrations and lyrics that reflect these desires. Furthermore, become aware of the energy levels of your own home environment. Prayers, paintings, crystals, statues, spiritual passages, books, magazines, the colors on your walls, and even the arrangement of your furniture all create energy into which you've catapulted for at least half of your waking life. The ancient Chinese art of feng shui has been with us for thousands of years and is a gift from our ancestors, which describes ways to increase the energy field of our home and workplace. Become aware of how being in high-energy surroundings impacts us in ways that strengthen our lives and removes barriers to our connection to intention. Also, begin to reduce your exposure to the very low energy of commercial and cable television. The majority of television shows provide a steady stream of low energy most of the time. This is one of the reasons I've elected to devote a significant portion of my own time and efforts in support of non-commercial public television and to help replace messages of negativity, hopelessness, violence, profanity, and disrespect with the higher principles that match up with the principle of intention. You can also enhance your energy field with photographs, believe it or not. You may find it difficult to believe that photography is a form of energy reproduction and that every photograph contains energy. See for yourself by strategically placing photographs taken in moments of happiness, love, and receptivity to spiritual help around your living quarters, in your workplace, in your automobile, and even on your clothing or in a pocket or in your wallet. Arrange photographs of nature, animals, and expressions of joy and love in your environment, and let their energy radiate into your heart and provide you with their higher frequencies. You can also become conscious of the energy levels of your acquaintances and your friends and your extended family. You can raise your own energy levels by being in the energy field of others who resonate closely to spiritual consciousness. Choose to be in close proximity to people who are empowering, who appeal to your sense of connection to intention, who see the greatness in you, who feel connected to God, and who live a life that gives evidence that Spirit has found celebration through you. You can also begin to monitor your activities and where they take place. Avoid low energy fields where there's excessive alcohol, drug consumption, or violent behavior, and gatherings where religious or ethnic exclusion and vitriolic prejudice or judgments are the focus. Immerse yourself in nature, appreciating its beauty, spending time camping, hiking, swimming, taking nature walks, and reveling in the natural world. Attend lectures on spirituality, take a yoga class, give or receive a massage, visit monasteries or meditation centers, and commit to helping others in need with visits to the elderly in geriatric centers or sick children in hospitals. Choose to be in places where the energy fields reflect the 7 faces of intention. Extend acts of kindness, asking for nothing in return. Anonymously extend financial aid to those less fortunate, and do it from the kindness of your heart, expecting not even a thank you. Pick up some litter and place it in a proper receptacle and tell no one about your actions. In fact, Spend several hours doing nothing but cleaning and clearing out messes that you didn't create. Any act of kindness extended toward yourself, others, or your environment matches you up with the kindness inherent in the universal power of intention. It's an energizer for you and causes this kind of energy to flow back into your life. Be specific when you affirm your intentions to raise your energy level and create your desires. Written affirmations have an energy of their own and will guide you in raising your energy level. I practice this myself. There's a woman named Lynn Hall who lives up in Toronto. She sent me a beautiful plaque that I look at every day. In her letter, she says, "Here's a gift for you, written solely for you in an effort to convey heartfelt gratitude for the blessings of your presence in my life." That said, I'm sure that the sentiment is a universal one, speaking for every other soul on the planet who has experienced the same good fortune. May the light and love that you emit forever reflect back to you in joyful abundance, Dr. Dyer. And the beautiful etched-in soul plaque reads like this: Spirit has found great voice in you in vibrant truths and joyful splendor. Spirit has found revelation through you in resonant and reflective ways. Spirit has found celebration through you in infinite expanses and endless reach. To all those awakened to the grace of your gifts, Spirit has found both wings and light. I read these words daily to remind me of my connection to Spirit and to allow the words to flow from my heart to yours, fulfilling my intentions and hopefully helping you to do the same. As frequently as possible, hold thoughts of forgiveness in your mind. In muscle testing, when you hold a thought of revenge, you'll go weak, while a thought of forgiveness keeps you strong. Revenge, anger, and hatred are exceedingly low energies that keep you from matching up with the attributes of the universal force. A simple thought of forgiveness toward anyone who may have angered you in the past, without any action taken on your part, will raise you to the level of Spirit and aid you in your individual intentions. What follows is the final obstacle to making your connections to intention: your self-importance, or your ego. In The Fire from Within, a book written by Carlos Castaneda, he hears these words from his sorcerer teacher, and they go like this, quote, "Self-importance is man's greatest enemy. What weakens him is feeling offended by the deeds and misdeeds of his fellow man. Self-importance requires that one spend most of one's life offended by something or someone," unquote. This is a major impediment to connecting to intention. You can all too easily create a no match here. Basically, your feelings of self-importance are what make you feel special. So let's deal with this concept of being special. It's essential that you have a strong self-concept and that you feel unique. The problem is when you misidentify who you truly are by identifying yourself as your body or your achievements or your possessions. Then you identify people who have accomplished less as inferior, and your self-important superiority causes you to be constantly offended in one way or another. This misidentification is the source of most of your problems, as well as most of the problems of humankind. Feeling special leads us to our self-importance. With the self as a focal point, you sustain the illusion that you are your body, which is a completely separate entity from all others. This sense of separateness leads you to compete rather than cooperate with everyone else. Ultimately, it's a no match with Spirit and becomes a huge obstacle to your connection to the power of intention. In order to relinquish your self-importance, you'll have to become aware of how entrenched it is in your own life. Ego is simply an idea of who you are that you carry around with you. As such, it can't be surgically removed by having an egoectomy. This idea of who you think you are will persistently erode any possibility you have of connecting to intention. What follows are 7 steps for overcoming the hold that ego has on you. Here are 7 suggestions to help you transcend ingrained ideas of self-importance. All of these are designed to help prevent you from falsely identifying yourself with this self-important ego of yours. 1. Stop being offended. The behavior of others isn't a reason to become immobilized. That which offends you only weakens you. If you're looking for occasions to be offended, you'll find them at every turn. This is your ego at work convincing you that the world shouldn't be the way that it is. Being offended creates the same destructive energy that offended you in the first place and leads to attack, counterattack, and ultimately war. 2. Let go of your need to win. You are not your winnings or your victories. You may enjoy competing and have fun in a world where winning is everything, but you don't have to be there in your thoughts. There are no losers in a world where we all share the same energy source. All you can say on a given day is that you performed at a certain level in comparison to the levels of others on that particular day. But today is another day, with other competitors and new circumstances to consider. Be the observer, noticing and enjoying it all without needing to win a trophy. Be at peace and match up with the energy of intention. And ironically, although you'll hardly notice it, more of those victories will show up in your life as you pursue them less. 3. Let go of your need to be right. When you let go of the need to be right, you're able to strengthen your connection to the power of intention. But keep in mind that ego is a determined combatant. I've seen people willing to die rather than let go of being right. I've seen people end otherwise beautiful relationships by sticking to their need to be right. I urge you to let go of this ego-driven need to be right by stopping yourself in the midst of an argument and asking yourself, do I want to be right or happy? When you choose the happy, loving, spiritual mode, your connection to intention is strengthened. These moments ultimately expand your new connection to the power of intention. The universal source will begin to collaborate with you in creating the life you were intended to live. 4. Let go of your need to be superior. Let go of your need to feel superior by seeing the unfolding of God in everyone. Don't assess others on the basis of their appearance, achievements, possessions, and other indices of ego. When you project feelings of superiority, that's what you get back, leading to resentments and ultimately hostile feelings. These feelings become the vehicle taking you further away from intention. 5. Let go of your need to have more. The universal source is content with itself, constantly expanding and creating new life, never trying to hold on to its creation for its own selfish means. It creates and lets go. As you let go of ego's need to have more, you unify with that source. You create, attract to yourself, and let it go, never demanding that more come your way. As an appreciator of all that shows up, you learn the powerful lesson St. Francis of Assisi taught us. It is in giving that we receive. By allowing abundance to flow to and through you, you match up with your source and guarantee that this energy will continue to flow. 6. Let go of identifying yourself on the basis of your achievements. This may be a difficult concept if you think you are your achievements. Nevertheless, stay tuned to this idea. The power of intention which brought you into existence and which you're a materialized part of. The less you need to take credit for your achievements, and the more connected you stay to the 7 faces of intention, the more you're free to achieve and the more will show up for you. It's when you attach yourself to those achievements and believe that you alone are doing all of those things that you leave the peace and the gratitude of your source. And 7. Let go of your reputation. Your reputation is not located in you. It resides in the minds of others. Therefore, you have no control over it at all. If you speak to 30 people, you'll have 30 reputations. Connecting to intention means listening to your heart and conducting yourself based on what your inner voice tells you is your purpose here. If you're overly concerned with how you're going to be perceived by everyone, then you've disconnected yourself from intention and allowed the opinions of others to guide you. This is your ego at work. It's an illusion that stands between you and the power of intention.
Thank you for joining our session. If you're ready to take your manifestation practice to the next level, head over to the link in the description and get your own copy of the script today and unlock the power of the universe and manifest your dreams with ease. See you in the next session.